All right, everybody. We are in the South Bay in the Los Angeles County area. I'm with Monica. Monica is an animal lover slash entrepreneur.
Definitely.
Please tell me what the name of your business is and what you do.
It is Aussie Pet Mobile, but we are a franchise, so we are Aussie Pet Mobile Beach Cities.
Beach
Can
Cities.
you hear me? Beach Cities.
Okay, so she's a Pet Mobile Beach Cities. It's part of a franchise.
Mm-hmm.
What? So was this one of those things? You know, this is for all the entrepreneurs listening and stuff like that. Did you like start off in accounting and you're like, you know what, I love pets too much, I want to do that? Or were you always into animals and you just evolved it to your own thing, or what?
I've always been an animal lover. I'm that crazy dog lady that will come up to you, whether it's a German Shepherd or a little Maltese. I'll just like, can I pet your dog? So I was working as a NICU nurse, which is a nurse that takes care of premature babies. And yeah, I just got tired.
Human babies.
Human, tiny
Not
babies.
puppies or kids. Okay, I just want to. Oh no. Okay.
So
cool.
every time the dog volunteers would come into the hospital, I'd be like, "Oh, can I touch your dogs?" And yeah, so I just got tired of doing the working in the hospital for 12 hours a day. And since I took care of little babies, I couldn't leave the unit. Someone always has to be there to take care of them.
Okay.
So, yeah, I just wanted to work for myself, and I can I can tell myself when I can go on a break, when I can go to the restroom, when I can eat, when I can, yeah, do something rather than someone telling me.
Exactly.
That was just getting so old, and I just couldn't do it anymore. I love taking care of the babies. I love teaching the families. That was the most gratifying thing that I've done.
Yeah.
So I looked into a couple of franchises, and with my boyfriend and I tried eyelash extensions. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm such a little, princess. And my boyfriend says, I am not putting on eyelash extensions on someone. So eventually it revolved to Aussie Pet Mobile, because we both are animal lovers.
Okay.
We bought a puppy, and yeah.
How did this like come to evolve? So, like, when you're like, this is where I kind of want to go. I guess I found the franchise now.
Right.
What was the next step? What did you have to do after that? Mind you, we're in a high traffic area, so there's gonna be a lot of fun noises going around. But anyway, continue.
Oh yeah, so I got a franchise broker.
Okay.
And he got to he got to know me like you are, what am I passionate about? Yeah, and so he told me about all the things I listed, and one of them was the Aussie Pet Mobile. He said, this is a great business. They set you up, they show you everything, and that is exactly what happened.
Okay, so you're happy so far.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because I came from a medical background.
Okay.
So I know how to treat animals, right? Fur babies, premature babies. I treat all of them like my own babies.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can talk to fur babies' parents and make them feel comfortable.
You're a whisperer, a dog and cat whisperer?
And a baby whisperer.
And a baby whisperer?
Yeah.
A tiny baby whisperer.
Yeah.
So, okay, like, you did this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like, so when you say you picked up a franchise, that's if like somebody wanted to like own their own kind of McDonald's, or just, is that
Right.
what you mean? So it's like you did a pre-established thing, and then you're like, I'm gonna do my take within their realm, kind of thing. Is that the franchise?
Right.
Okay,
So
okay.
I had, from being a nurse, I had a 401k. I took part of that out and invested in my own company.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
There was things out there that I didn't even know about. I think I would have done it sooner if I had known.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm learning a lot. It's been a long learning curve, but
You will always be learning, correct?
yeah, and even if I was still a nurse, it's still an ongoing educational experience. You always need to keep learning. And I think that if you're passionate about something, then you'll want to keep learning, whether it's riding a bike or, jogging or
Okay.
playing a piano, you still want to keep doing it.
And I do want to congratulate you. You did
Yeah.
say to me that you're on your second vehicle now.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a huge deal. If you haven't noticed,
is.
that's a huge deal. And so, when did you start? A few years back? 5 years back?
It's
Months
been
back?
almost 4 years.
4 years. So, do it for the long haul. If you're really passionate about it, you eventually get to something awesome like
Oh yeah.
employees, which you're able to tack on other people,
Right.
and have a second mobile. And
Yeah. And
awesome.
it's been it doesn't happen overnight. You have to look far ahead what you want. What is my ultimate goal? My ultimate goal is to have service the community, treat all their animals and pets, give them the most loving and clean service. Like I would want my animal to, my dog to be groomed,
Of course.
and have be a little bit, what should I say, take it easy, take a trip now and then.
It's all
So-
on your time in a way.
Exactly.
So that's the best part is, and also there's the joke of, you quit your 40-hour day to get into 100 hours of your choice.
Exactly.
Like, so.
That was one thing I did not expect at all. Yeah, if you had told me that, 4 years ago, I probably would have been like, oh, I don't know. But now it's like, nope, not going to stop, not going to quit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we're gonna definitely be like jumping around, going back to certain questions and kind of evolve it that way. But let's have a quick walk around the side and see what's inside the actual thing, and then talk.
Wait, I want to show you the inside of the bag.
Do there? Oh,
Yes.
cool. Okay. Yeah.
This is so remarkable.
Oh, this is really cool.
Yeah. So.
What are we looking at here?
So in the back, there's a lot of batteries. So I can operate my van without the engine on, which I think is really cool for the environment.
Sure.
So this is a 50-gallon water tank. So
Okay.
clean water.
Water tank and batteries. All right.
And then the dirty gray water comes into here. So I have a
Okay.
drain. And it drains into here, and every night I just empty the water out on my lawn, my street, because it's clean water. We use only clean products that are okay for the environment and for the
Okay, so eco-friendly soaps, all that stuff. So the things that will go on the animals, the pet owners listening here that want to use their services, eco-friendly stuff. So that means the gray water is pretty much like dirt and mud and friendly
Right.
soaps and suds and stuff like that. Goes into here. Okay, that is awesome.
Yeah.
So and then I'm assuming these are the draining areas and the pump where you fill up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just have to plug it in every night to get my batteries charged, and yeah, I'm good to go.
How long does it take you to fill up that baby?
It depends on probably about 10-15 minutes.
Is there a smell with the gray water? Like
It does smell after a
little bit.
while, so I add a little bit of chlorine powder to it just to help with the smell, and then I use vinegar
Yeah.
after I bathe the dog.
I only mention that just for like anyone who wants to start their own thing. You have to think of every little variable.
Yeah. No, it's true.
And you don't want your neighbors upset with you if you're always draining in the same spot. And they're like, "Why aren't my tulips growing?" And they're like,
Oh yeah, no.
All that dirty water.
Yeah, no, we
But no.
wouldn't do that.
No, I hear you. I'm just messing, but still. All right, let's go around the side, and then let's talk about the services you have to offer. Come on, come along the journey.
Yeah,
All
welcome to my little. Oh, maybe I can.
So we trekked 4 miles to get around to the side of the car. We had to do a company move. Took a few days, but now we're here. And
I'm taller than you.
and
Here,
now
I'll
you're,
come
no,
down.
that's fine.
Okay.
I'm always looked down on. No. But okay, so what is it when they call you? What I loved about them when I actually found them, they actually already got to meet me and Bella.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful cat and dog. What are the service you have to offer? Because the thing that I loved about you was that no one really handles cats. Dogs are everywhere. Dog hotels, dog cleaning services, dog everything, but cat is very rare. And I found that you had that, and I thought that was awesome. So what is it that people can expect
With that.
with your business? No, just in general.
Oh, in general?
Yeah, tell the world, like, what is it when they call you up? They're getting their animals washed, and what else?
Washed. I have several treatments that I can offer depending on your dog, because not every dog is a cookie cutter. You know, I'm not going to service this dog and this dog the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's whatever your dog needs, whether it's dry skin, oily skin, rashes, fleas. Then I just alter my treatment towards your dog.
Okay.
And Bella's so cute. She's always been
A little pug.
a little pug. She's so cute. And then with a cat, every cat is so different. So they're very sensitive. So I make sure that I get them into the van safely, which means a carrier. I ask for the customer to bring them in the carrier. I place them on the table and I just let them smell me.
Okay, get familiar with the area, because you know they need to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I have so many takes of this little intro that I did before this, and Mia just wanted off of me, and I'm holding her, so
Yeah.
it's huge.
Yeah, with the dog, with Bella, you can tell her sit, stay, you know, pick her up, and she's like, oh, okay. But with a cat, you cannot, no.
And it's funny because they say in like filmmaking that children and animals are like one of the hardest things to work with. And you already have expertise with both, actually, but now you're more focused on animals, obviously. But it's like, if you want to get into, if you love animals, but you're just like, oh, I love kids, but I don't like babysitting. I love being an uncle or an aunt, but I don't want to have kids because they're, you know what I mean? If you can't handle the grunt work, which is this.
The diapers and the burping,
Then, are you a true animal? No. But yeah, that's cool. So you know, with a cat, you want to make sure they're like comfortable. You let them kind of be there for a couple minutes and stuff.
Yeah, okay. And so I brush them, I scratch their little head, you know, try and find their little sweet spot, talk to them. Okay. I always tell them what I'm going to do.
Do you play music at all?
Sometimes I do. With cats, I usually play classical music.
All right.
But with the dogs, it's whatever I'm in the mood for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
occasionally she does hard metal, right? And then
Snoop Dogg in
And do you like jam with them too? But let's do a quick look in. So we actually saw the back of the tub where the water goes and all that. Let's kind of maybe start there, and obviously we don't have to walk in too much.
Yeah. So this is the bathtub. I have a water heater, so all this little control panel, water heater, waste pump, blow dryer, fresh water, and then I would pick out one of my shampoos or conditioners that would be right for your pet. This one is, an Easy Shed. It's a de-shedding shampoo. Or what else do I have? I have, here's one that's a whitening shampoo for cats and dogs. I only use things that are for cats and dogs. This one smells really good too. So sometimes I mix it up. They want to de-shed and there's a little bit of whitening in their coat. Then I'll put a little bit of whitening shampoo, a little bit of de-shedding shampoo, and then the magic happens. Where's my... Oh, I'll find it later. I guess.
No worries.
Then I froth it up in my container. It's like with water, and it just makes this big bubble bath. And like whipped cream, like lemon meringue. And what it does is that I put it on the fur.
Yeah. And
so it really penetrates the hair. So it's not water with a little bit of shampoo. It's really getting down to the skin, and then I can brush it in and wait, and then I rinse.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, we always kind of like ask for the defurring technique because, you know, depending on the season. If it gets too hot, stuff, you want as much fur off of you and stuff. Now we didn't get to really see it, but I'm assuming there's like a harness thing, right?
With cats, yes.
With cats, okay.
Yeah,
Well, let's
I
come
have
back
a
down for a little bit. We can
cat
check it.
harness. So yeah,
Okay.
depending on the cat.
Yeah.
Some cats I groom every 3 weeks, and they don't need a harness.
And they're super comfortable.
Yes.
They've gotten used to.
Right.
Okay.
But they can have bad days too, just
Of
like
course.
we do. So
Yeah.
I have to, you know, have to read their moods. So they let me know.
Sure. Now I know it depends on what the what the animal owner's asking for and how many pets they have for you to do. But like, let's say for just one animal, how long would it take to? And we'll do a cat because that sounds a little harder. How long are you expecting an owner to kind of like sit at their house waiting for you to do this or whatever? Like how long's the
Probably,
process?
if it's the first time,
Mm-hmm.
like an hour and a half.
Okay.
Depending on if it's long hair, short hair.
Okay.
With cats, I also offer shaving. So
Yeah.
if you have a long hair cat that gets matted,
Mm-hmm.
then I can shave.
We
the
definitely
cat.
taken up on that offer. Gotten the Lion King, the Lion's look. Very
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that's one of my fun things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the you'll get a wash. You almost we call it a spa treatment.
Yeah.
We want to give them this kind of relaxing thing. Animal lover here, animal lover there, and the more we're evolving this, the more we love our animals a lot, and we want to make sure that they're just as happy as we can be sometimes. And
Yeah, and I
it's-
want them happy.
yeah, yeah,
So if they start getting a little uncomfortable, I always talk to them and tell them, we're almost done. Your mom and dad are just gonna love you the way you smell. You're gonna be nice and clean, and it's amazing because the dogs and the cats, they do understand. I had this one little Shiba Inu. Shiba Inus are known for not wanting to have their paws touched, or they're like a cat.
Yeah.
Kinda. And so he wouldn't, for months, he hasn't let me cut his nails. And finally, I just showed him the muzzle and I showed him the clippers. And I said, I know you're really smart. Which one do you want? The muzzle, or can we give the clippers and you can go back home? And he's like,
He pointed. Oh.
yeah. He gave me his paw and I was like, oh. And he let me cut.
Whoa.
So his mom was so shocked. I was shocked. But he was happy, and yeah. But that's been a relationship growing. It's not like the
Sure.
first time I met
Yeah.
him. So
And it's almost like therapy. You need to have a few sessions to like build that trust.
it's true.
So
Yeah.
I also want to you're an entrepreneur. You talked a little bit about how long it took you to kind of get this going, how long it took you to get the 2 mobiles and employees and stuff. So let's say somebody either lives around here,
Mhm.
and I'm talking about a youth or just anyone who wants to be employed and learn this thing.
Mhm.
What is it you're looking for in your employees? What is it what kind of any experience, no experience, college degrees, certificates? I'm saying, like, do you take in internships? Will you employ them right off the bat? What is it you're kind of looking for to help you? If somebody was like, you know what, I want to reach out to her, not for grooming, but I want to work under her. I want to, what is it you kind of look for with that? If there
Mostly,
anything.
I will look for is animal lovers. I want somebody that will treat their animals like their own. That
Okay.
crazy person that loves dogs, cats. Um, yeah, my first employee, she's a little allergic to cats, so
Okay.
she just wears gloves. So when she bathes a cat,
But you did take her on even though there was allergies to consider.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So I met her, and she was very pleasant. But you can't just be an animal lover and
Yeah.
be a human hater, because I've met those too,
Hmm.
and that's kind of scary. So I need somebody that can
Yeah.
spend 5 minutes with a human and just say,
Sure.
"Oh, what do you want me to do with your dog or cat? Or are we just gonna bathe? Are we gonna teeth brush? What are we gonna do?"
Well, that kind of rolls over to my next question, but we'll bounce back and forth, which is like, What's like? I'm assuming the ultimate goal for you is to have a fleet, right? Multiple
Right.
mobiles. Do you want like a building, like a stationary thing at all, or just
I'm not sure right now. I keep
okay?
vacillating between having a industrial space, but I also have to plug in my vans at night,
Mm,
or having a groomer that lives in a house that can take their own van home.
okay.
That's my van, but they have their own route, their own customers,
Okay.
and they can take their van and plug it in at home, and then get up and just do their customers. So
Okay.
yeah, there's a couple of different options that I have,
So
but I haven't gotten there yet.
you're pretty content with just where you're at, living in the now, right? But then you have a slight kind of goal
Yeah.
of like either another car and then possibly have to worry about leasing and
Yeah.
rent and all that stuff.
Right.
Okay.
It adds up quick.
Which is a whole new headache.
But when you're working for somebody, you don't have to worry about that. So those are my worries.
Yes.
That's what I tell
Yes.
people. So, you know.
And then going back to like the employee thing, the reason why you want that human interaction, the reason why you can't just be an animal lover but then awkward with society is because I'm assuming if you have multiple fleets, you're not going to be in each car at once, so you have to trust your employer or
Yeah.
employee to be able to talk to them with smiles and not get into fights and leave the customer happy, right?
Right. Yeah, no, it's true.
Or unless you want two or three and you always want like a management in the car. I don't know how you want to run it. So
Well, I stay with my employee. She's been employed for, I think, over 6 months. It's gone by so quickly. And I just stay with her until she gets to know all the customers. The customers get to know her, and I feel comfortable that she's ready to be on her own.
terrific.
And if she says, "Oh no, I'm uncomfortable," then I'm gonna stick with her.
Okay.
And she gets a portion of each groom
Right.
and all the tips. So if you tip the groomer, thumbs up.
Awesome.
Because
All right.
that's, coming from the customer, and every little bit, it just touches your heart when somebody cares that
Yeah.
you've cared for their animal. So even a
Okay.
bottle of water, it just so
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I mean, yeah, maybe if there's a snack involved or something of that sort.
Yeah. I have this one customer every time I see and take care of her standard poodle, she gives me a little snack and a bottle of water. I feel like her little kid. Yeah.
You're like giving them a snack and she's giving you a snack. A circle.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, I just get happy that they're
no,
happy
okay.
with me.
That's awesome. Little questions that are like coming into my head is like, you're happy to take on somebody who's an animal lover. Are there variables you have to like strongly consider because it's like you can't. It might be hard to hire, a basketball player, because they have to be in this for on their feet for a long time. I could be wrong, but it's just like what are some things you have to like strongly consider with employee hiring? Like maybe talk about the process. Like what do you look for? Like I'm assuming you're handed an application or resume. Is it like, I want to see that you've kind of volunteered here or here? Obviously, I want to have an interview with you to get to
Mm-hmm.
know you. Um, I
Do you have a
mean,
driver's license?
okay, yeah.
Is it clean? The franchise requires us to have a background check.
Okay.
So, yeah, because it's my business, I get to choose the products the shampoo, everything, how I do things. It's my business, but
Hmm.
it is their logo, it is their badge, so they want to make sure that I hire people that aren't gonna do crazy things. So I have to get a background check, a driving background check, make sure that they don't have any criminal violations. So yeah, that's a big one.
Okay. No, I mean, those make sense for sure.
And 2 years of driving. I can't take someone that's like,
Just got their permit?
yeah, I tried. I've met some people that are just really ready to,
Yeah.
start, and they don't. They have a driver's license, but they haven't. It hasn't been for 2 years. So
Well, side note, one of my first cars was a big van, so I had to learn wider turns,
Mm-hmm.
uh, reversing, backing up, all those things. It's a little bit finesse, you know. I almost say get your trucker's license, get an idea. Not really, but I'm just saying just because it's like a whole different beast versus a sedan. And when it's like this is the business, don't wreck it.
No.
Be a good driver, drive slow, all that stuff. But I like that so much.
Yeah, because, I want my business to succeed. I want my groomers to succeed. I want my customers to succeed.
Yeah.
The dogs. Yeah, so don't wreck my van.
Well, we're gonna slide in a few, cuts of you washing the dog or handling and all that, hopefully, and we're gonna show that. Thank you so much. I mean, I feel
No,
like
thank
we
you.
talked enough. We got a great deal of what you wanted, Monica. Thank you at AUSSIE Mobile. Um,
Oh,
yes,
Aussie Pet Mobile. It started from an Australian entrepreneur,
makes sense.
moved here,
Okay.
started it, and he grew it. I think it was in the 1970s. Anyways, he
Oh,
sold
really?
it, moved back to Australia, and then it was kind of doing okay. So he came back, rebought it, revamped it, and yeah, it's
And
been
helped
great.
it again.
And
That's
it's
awesome.
from California all the way to Florida. There's a lot of us. So
Okay. Yeah, so take a look for that. I mean, anyone who wants to get into this world, always understand that it's going to take a lot of energy. It's going to take a lot of time to get all the permits and certifications, all that. Just the hiring to make sure you have all the equipment for that, even though a franchise might set you up for it. If you want to get hired, make sure that you have at least some experience, some personability. Maybe throw on that suit and tie if you want, but
with a dog or cat.
with a
Right?
dog.
Just kidding.
Yeah, and so her mask is a picture of her dog. Can we quickly show that as we kind of fade out and say goodbye?
Archie, it's on my mask.
But thank you so much, Monica. Please support. Please, if you want, say hello. Use her services. If you want to get hired, watch this video, get an idea of what to do. Go from there. And don't be afraid to get your cat and dog groomed.
Oh,
yes.
And if you do want your cat and dog groomed, can you give me like a month ahead of time notice? Because we are so busy, we're so booked.
Wow.
And I hate saying, no, I can't bathe your dog or cat that needs it.
So as of 2022,
yeah.
make sure to book ahead. And that's just the big thing, plan. So anyway, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, everybody.